where I'm going to tell you exactly how to go from an idea to getting paid with a digital product. So I've got two cameras here. I'm going to be looking primarily over here. Hi YouTube though, love you guys. And I'm going to keep it really simple. I started this live stream a little bit earlier than I originally scheduled it because I am going on a dog walk date in a little while and I want to make it on time, but I also want to get you guys all of the information that I said I would and that is actually necessary for you to know in order to do this. So if you've got a notepad, whip it out. If you have questions after this live stream, cool, send me a DM, shoot me a message on Instagram at Thrive with Dana. I'd be super happy to answer your question. And we're gonna break it down, but it is true, there's the truth that every single one of these steps, everything that it is that I'm gonna be talking about in this live stream, there's a nuance, there's steps within the steps, inception, that is necessary to actually make that step happen, right? Just because you know the steps for each of these flows, right? Like how to go from having an idea in your head to getting paid, which is the flow of what I'm talking about here today, doesn't mean that you have necessarily all of the information or all the tools that you need to actually bring those steps to life. And that is where I invite you to come hang out with me in Holy Profit. Holy Profit is starting on January 10th, and it is my exact system that I use to go from zero, completely starting over, starting a whole new Instagram account, all the way to $127,000 earned on Instagram selling digital products. And I'm going to be sharing my exact formula with you, not only how to create an offer, but how to sell an offer, content creations, like each of the steps that I'm going to tell you about today. I'm going to break it down for you, and I'm going to give you all of the tools and all of the resources that you need, including swipe files, copy paste, swipe files for things like social media captions, Instagram hooks for your reels, how to set up a digital product, pricing, all of the good things that it is that you would need. So I highly recommend you come hang out with me in there. Currently, it is only $55 for you to jump in. It'll be that price until January 20th. So if you're like, ooh, that sounds exciting, don't wait. Why would you wait? Come hang out now. It's gonna be amazing. So the first thing that you have to do, if you have an idea, let's dive right in. So if you have an idea and you're like, girl, we finally sold the house. Yeah, Taylor, I'm so happy to hear that. Amazing. So if you have an idea, then the first thing that you have to recognize is you're going to have to identify what are the skills that it is that you have that you can use to actually bring that idea to life. So sometimes we have an idea for a digital product and we're like, yeah, I want to create a course on this, or I want to create a digital download on this, or I want to create a mastermind on this. And then you have to be really honest with yourself about, okay, what wisdom do I have that's applicable to this particular topic? Do I know enough about this particular topic to fully create a course and bring it to life, create a digital product and bring it to life? And my recommendation is that you don't kind of perpetuate this cycle that so many people on the internet do, whereas they go learn something about a topic, they go read about it on a blog, or they watch a YouTube video, and then they're like, cool, now I know enough to create a course. And then they regurgitate the exact same information that it is that they were just taught. They recycle that exact same information that they were just taught, and they create basically a copycat of somebody else's course. And so my advice to you is, instead of doing that, because it's not going to be as transformative or potent as it was from the original source of that information, from the person who originally actually created that information because of their own lived experiences, my encouragement to you is to create something that is based on your own lived experience. You have wisdom. I guarantee you, you have enough wisdom to create a digital product that is of super high service to a particular niche of people. And so this is an opportunity to actually look at your zone of genius and ask yourself, what are some of the things that I am innately, naturally good at? Things that I have embodied because of my own lived experiences, something that is maybe even just so second nature to me that I haven't even thought about monetizing it because it's almost too easy, right? We're so conditioned that we're supposed to work hard to make money that you might be sitting on a gold mine of something that is your divinely given gift, something that is so natural to you that you assume it must be easy for other people, but it's not. And if you can learn, which I'm going to teach you inside of Holy Prophet, so if you're like, ooh, I think that might be me, because I'm constantly thinking that I need my next certification, or I need to go learn more, or I need to get taught all of these things, or I need to know all of this before I can even get started, that is a huge indicator that who I am speaking to right now in this moment is you. And you have skills, like you have enough wisdom, but you might not know how to identify it. You might not know how to actually turn that wisdom into a curriculum for a digital product, something that you can sell. And I'm going to teach you how to do that in Holy Prophet. But this step is the first step, right? If you're like, I want to make money online, this is the first thing you've got to do. You've got to figure out, how can I turn this idea in my head into actual tangible skills and wisdom that I can then share with others. And there's other ways to do this. So if you're really like, I want to create a course that's completely out of my current scope of wisdom, there's other ways to do this. Like you can be an affiliate for someone else's program. Like if somebody else's program completely changed your life, you can create a social media account that's specifically for selling somebody else's courses. It's already created. You can buy the master resell rights to somebody else's course and get 100% of the profit. There's courses out there to do that. More on that coming in Holy Prophet. So if that's you and you like take Holy Prophet and you're like, wow, this is amazing, I want to resell this. Hint, hint, that may be happening in there. So another reason to jump in. And you also can go learn a new skill, right? You can go get certified in something. That's also an opportunity for you, but it is an opportunity that's going to take you a little while. It's a longer, slower track. And I just want to remind you that you already have the skills that you need to turn into a digital product and sell it. It already exists within you, okay? Number 2 is you're going to have to identify a niche that's valuable for, right? So you're going to have to think about, who am I speaking to? Who needs this product or this service? Who is the type of person who can benefit from this, and how can it benefit them? Where are they now and where do they want to be? And how does my digital product help bridge the gap between those two places? People don't care how many courses, how many calls are in your offer. They don't care how many modules are in your course. They don't care that it's cheaper than the competitions. They don't care that it's more expensive than the competitions. Like, that's not what sells a digital product. What sells a digital product is your own personal story, right? Which is another reason why that embodiment piece that I just spoke about is so important. Not just repackaging somebody else's offer, but having the story and the experiences that you can share, where you can say, hey, I know this can change your life because here's how it changed my life. Here's how I know it can change your life because here's what it did for me. And so you need to know where the person is before they're ready, before they go through your offer, and what they're going to get, what the actual outcome, both the tangible, like the actual physical things. So for example, how's their 3D reality going to change? So this course can help you go from an idea in your head to paid in 14 days, right? That's the premise of Holy Prophet. That is something that's tangibly going to happen in their reality. They're going to get paid. But there's also non-tangible things that are going to happen through the experience of Holy Prophet. They're also going to acknowledge their divinely given gifts. They're going to feel confident and empowered and excited about their offer. They're going to feel motivated, like, wow, I have everything I need to actually do this. So there's non-tangible feelings that are going to be evoked through the experience of your digital products as well. So you have both non-tangible and tangible things that you want to identify as selling points for this particular course. I know I'm going really fast. There will be a replay of this. I'm going really fast because I want to get all of this information in before I have to go on my dog walk date. So just know, if you're like, oh my gosh, Dana, like this is so much information, that's cool. There will be a replay. And if you want to go really deep with this, come join Holy Prophet. I'm going to teach you how. I'm going to teach you the steps within the steps that's going to get you from an idea to paid in 14 days. If you really commit yourself, I promise that can happen. I have helped many people do that before. You would not be the first and you will not be the last. Okay? So once you have that, you've got your step 1 done, right? You've identified those skills, you've identified that wisdom, you know what you're creating as a digital product. Number 2, you know who it's for, you know where they were before the digital product, where they want to be, and how your offer bridges the gap between those two places. you're going to have to actually create the offer. So you're going to have to make the offer. If you're not selling somebody else's course as an affiliate or through buying master resale rights, then you're going to have to actually create the offer. There's lots of ways to do this, and there's different types of digital products, right? There's ebooks, there's courses, there's group programs, there's masterminds, there's one-on-one coaching, there's consulting services. There is so many different ways, master classes, right? Like there's so many different ways, memberships, I could keep going. There's so many different ways to deliver content, and you have to be able to identify which of these is the right way to deliver this information, which of these is going to be of the best service to the people who I'm here to serve, and also provide me with the lifestyle that I want. For example, this year I decided I am not taking actively, unless it's like a very specific opportunity, any more one-on-one clients. I decided that is not something that I wanted. This year was about growing my membership and growing my pre-recorded courses, because I have a certain lifestyle that it is that I want to live, and I've been in business since 2018, and that comes with certain transitions. There's certain priorities that I've transitioned into that's made it so that my product suite, which I teach you how to make a product suite, is shifting and changing. So the step within the step here is that you need to create a product suite for your business that gives different levels of access to you and makes you available at different price points and in different, sorry, I'm just getting a phone call. There we go. I just got a phone call, but we'll call him back. So this is really important. Okay. So this is really important, is you're gonna need to know how to do that. You're gonna need to know how to, I lost my train of thought. Okay, master resale rights, affiliate marketing, turning it in. Okay, oh yeah, mastermind course, like you're gonna have to know what format you wanna turn it into. Okay, then you're going to have to create the product, and you're going to have to then sell it. So you're going to have to actually create a revenue stream. So you're gonna have to have a few things. You're gonna have the tech in place to make money online and to like make it so that people can actually buy your product and send you money. And there's lots of different ways to cut the cake. There's lots of different ways to do that. But I'm gonna teach you in Holy Profit some of the most simple ways to get set up and get that revenue stream open and to make it easy for you to make money quickly. So we're gonna go into the easiest tech setup and the most basic way to get yourself set up. And here's the thing, so many people overcomplicate this. I've worked with people who scaled their business to 6 figures or more, and then they took a huge income hit, and they come to me and they're like, Dana, I don't know what's going on, like here things were going really well, and then this and this happened. And almost every single time it's because they started to overcomplicate their business. They started to try to make these really pretty, elaborate, crazy websites. They tried to like expand their product suite too big. They hired too many team members, and then all of a sudden their profit increased and their overhead, or their profit decreased and their overhead increased because they overcomplicated their sales process. They were trying to make these really fancy funnels, and they were investing a lot into these things that they didn't even know if they were going to work. And then it's just like, it's a whole plummet. It's a whole thing. So I'm going to teach you the simplest way. I'm going to teach you the simplest pathway. Yes, it's scalable. Yes, you can take it all the way to the millions, but it is simple. It's fundamentally simple, and that is for a reason, because when things get overly complicated, we confuse our audience, we confuse ourselves, we do so many wild things that just are completely unnecessary. So I'm going to teach you the simplest way in Holy Profit, how to actually set up the revenue stream, the tech, the back end, how to actually deliver the content and get paid. And then you're going to have to sell it. So you're going to have to actually know how to create marketing systems, which can sound so scary, like marketing systems. It sounds so big and scary and hairy, but it's really not. There is a simple way to market, just as there is a simple way to set up a product and to get paid. There's also a simple way to speak to your ideal clients and to storytell in a way that actually allows people to get it, to understand, oh, this can help me in this way, and I know exactly how to get inside of this offer, exactly how much it is, and exactly what steps I need to take to get inside. That removes you as a middleman so that you're not having to book your calendar out with a whole bunch of sales calls and be getting on sales calls like hourly, I used to do this. This is why I'm like, oh, when I think about it, where you're like taking, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 sales calls a day trying to book out your offers. Me personally, I did not want a calendar full of calls. Like I just told you guys, I'm not taking any more one-on-one clients moving forward. And the reason for that is because my time freedom is a huge priority for me. And this means that I have shifted my focus towards my membership and my pre-recorded courses. And I've set up marketing systems that make it so that I get paid without having to do things like book sales calls or have really in-depth, days-long conversations in my DMs. Yes, I still do DM sales, and we're going to talk about that inside of Holy Profit and how to do DM sales. So once you make a post and you've used my storytelling formula, you've created a hook using my hook swipe file, you've written out your story, you've got your product, all the tech is set up, which I'm going to help you do in Holy Profit, you've got it priced out, you've got a way to get paid, you've got a way to deliver the content, boom, you're ready. And now you've got somebody in your DMs who's like, hey, like I'm interested in X program. I'm going to teach you how to then actually turn that into a sale, because yes, that is also extremely important. But there's ways to set up these marketing systems that they don't feel so overwhelming and complicated. So many people, they think about marketing and they're like, oh my gosh, like paid ads. Do I want to be on YouTube? Do I start a podcast? Do I start an Instagram, like Facebook page, like Facebook, like what are Facebook groups? Like, do I need to start a group? Like, it's very overwhelming, the amount of information that is out there when it comes to marketing. So we're going to bring it back to simplicity, back to things that actually work, because until you're making a decent amount, and when I say decent, you should be completely covering all your living expenses. You should have transitioned out of your other job if you still have one. You should be able to retire the other person in your household if you want to. Cover, have complete time freedom, cover all of your living expenses, and be saving and investing every single month. That's where I want to take you before you think about then paid ads and then YouTube and then all of these other things that are just like spreading you super thin if you're trying to do them all in the beginning. So we're going to cut all of the fluff. We're going to get to the point. All of these steps that I just mentioned to you, everything that I just said to you, are necessary. It doesn't matter what you are selling or who you're selling it to or what your niche is. You have to go through these steps in order to turn an idea into getting paid. These steps are absolutely necessary. They are non-negotiable. No matter who you are, what digital product you're selling, and who you're selling it to, you have to take these steps that I mentioned in this live stream. So if you are ready to take those steps and you're like, I need some guidance because I recognize there's steps within the steps, and I want somebody who's been there, done that successfully, and is going to be able to answer the questions that I have and give me a roadmap so that I can actually turn my idea into a digital product and get paid. That is what Holy Profit is for, and that is exactly what I'm going to help you do. So you can hop to the link in my bio if you're on Instagram, Thrive with Dana, and you can join us. You can send me a DM right now that says profit, and I'll get you the link, I'll get you in. Or you can send me an email to thrivewithdana@gmail.com, and I'm super happy to get you the details and information. I'm very excited. Okay, that was a lot of fast talking for 20 minutes because I am now going to go on my dog walking date, but there was so much good information in here. I'm sure you took a lot of notes. If this is for you, there was so much golden nuggets of wisdom in here. So go back and re-listen if I was talking too fast for you, and I will see you inside of Holy Profit. I'll talk to you all very soon. Bye.